Cheryl. Welcome back to Muppet Sewing Emporium. How are you doing tonight? It is Friday, and that means it's time for our show. How are you doing tonight? I am doing wonderfully well. It is a balmy 75 degrees outside. It's actually nice. It looks like it is raining a little bit. So if you're coming down to Paducah's Fridays after 5, it might not last very long because they do not do so good in the rain. My friends, I hope you're doing wonderfully well. We have a lot to talk about. Well, not actually, we don't have as much to talk about as I normally do, because we only have one product that came in new this week, and the rest, my friends, it feels like everything is shipping next week. Like everything that could ship this week is not shipping this week. It's shipping next week. And that's frustrating, I have to admit, because I was really expecting an awful lot more to come into the shop this week, but you know, it's how it happens. If you're out there and you can hear me, make sure you give us a thumbs up. Say hello. I would love to hear from you tonight. And as always, don't forget, if you are following us on Facebook, make sure that you like this video and hit the share button. And if you are over on YouTube, you can give us a like, a follow, a subscribe, ring that bell. And I hope that you are all having a wonderful time. So we have a couple things that I'm very excited to talk about for next week. Next week, Thursday, we are going to be doing a Zoom. Yes, a Zoom. A Zoom where you can come and sew with us. And it is going to be on Thursday, Thursday evening. Let's make sure what day that is, because it's a particular. It is the 30th, and so next week on the 30th, the time will probably be around 7 o'clock. But we will give you that information via the social medias and our email that's going to go out early next week. So just keeping you in the loop. We're going to be doing a basically a sewing get together over on YouTube. Well, no, on the Zoom. On the Zoom. We're going to do it on the Zoom. We can cross do it to YouTube, but I don't think we will. I think if we do it, we're just going to do it over on Zoom. So that means you are going to have to make sure that you are signed up for our email so that you get the exact Zoom time and place, and or follow us on Facebook and Instagram. So that makes sense? I hope so. Okay. Other than that, like I was saying, we only have the one cool fabric product that came in today. And so I'm going to talk about that. And then I have this really adorable project that I am working on here for the store sample. And once we get going, we're gonna talk about this little embroidery project. So that's what we're gonna be doing tonight. So right, so now let's talk really quickly about the new item of the week. It wasn't supposed to be the only thing we got in today. Like I was saying earlier, I feel like everything that should have come in this week did not. We are expecting, just so you are aware, those of you that have pre-ordered the Tula Pink Prince Charming, that is coming next week. It should be here early next week. So I know Tula Pink already showed it. She's got hers. Okay, she's Tula Pink. We, on the other hand, as shops, we don't get it at the same time that Tula Pink does, even though some people will say that they do not. So if you're waiting for Prince Charming, that is coming next week. FYI. Okay. So we're going to talk about this collection that we just got in, and it is called Bluebells and Buttercups. And this is the panel that goes with it. And can I just say, this is such a charming panel. Lots of things going on with this. Okay. A lot of people might look at this and think, I don't know what I'm even supposed to make out of that. Okay. So you have like a banner there that says there are so many beautiful reasons to be happy. I love that sentiment. I thought that was very sweet. You have the bluebirds all across the top, and those, if I'm holding, I have the panel right here. They are like hanky sized, and so I'll pull that up here in a moment. So you could use that as blocks, or you could use them as handkerchiefs. The quilted section right there, or the patchwork section, you absolutely could use that as a table topper. And then it has about uh, 4 or 5 different um, little like tags. So they're like, I don't know what you would call them, but they're like labels. And so it's great for making. You've got also little patches along the side. I'm going to pull this up on the screen so that you can get a better sense of just the scale of this. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so here is the fabric in person, and you can see that those little labels, they're quite big. Like they're the kind of the size of my hand. You've got these little tiny blocks. You can use these as tags, as labels, all kinds of different things. Here is um the bluebirds at the top. So again, great for hankies or napkins or something. Okay, so you can do this center as like a table topper, and these can be like napkins. That would be really sweet. I think there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Tea towel, quilt blocks, appliques, and sewing labels. Okay, so yeah, you've got quite a bit here to play with. So I'm guessing that this is meant to be a tea towel. Um, there are so many beautiful reasons to be happy, but you could use it as a banner. You could use it as a any number of things. So this panel, my friends, $17. Lots of different parts to it. Very, very sweet. Okay, so you've got that, but you've also, and I just folded that like terribly. We have the fabric collection in 5-inch charms. Now, a lot of you are like, why 5-inch charms, Cheryl? So here's the thing. When I make a lot of patchwork for these 30s style fabrics, which we're going to go through the full collection here in a moment. But when I go through them, I like to do like EPP or or that's English paper piecing, or I like to do 2.5 inch square blocks for my patchwork. And that would look amazing around this. Okay. So I'm just saying, like, don't forget, like, that these are a great way to do grandmother flower gardens and things like that, because this stuff is just so cute. Okay. So there are 18 fabrics in the collection, and we're just going to go through them because they're just so cute. Okay. This definitely is a modern interpretation of a 30s style fabric. Okay. They are not, I would not say that these are 30s reproductions in any way. They are a modern version of that. Okay. So there's 18 fabrics in the collection. You've got this sort of very uh, just adorable pastel blue or cornflower blue with the flower motif, going into green with pink centers on these little daisies. Again, very sweet 30s. You've got the little flowers with the red outline, which I absolutely adore, and then the little blue bows. Just so cute. Here we've got the ginghams with the little tulip toss. So that's a really cute one. We've got cherries and bluebirds and flowers on that typical bubblegum green. And look at how sweet this is. Okay. I like to call these like pie crusts because that's kind of what they look like to me. These pie crusts. And you've got the bluebird, you've got the cherries, you've got strawberries or strawberries. And then you've got the little bouquet of flowers. So super, super adorable. Here's the main hero print in white with a white background. So this is where you're going to start seeing the big change from the initial group. Okay. You've got the white background. Here's the daisies with a yellow center and a light blue background. The little flower, again, with like the darker outline. I think, Stephanie, you are absolutely right. So adorable. This is an absolutely stunning little package. Again, with the little blue bows, okay, and the micro dot. I love that. Here's the print, the gingham with the tulip toss. So you've got the gingham in pink this time. More bluebirds. White background on this one. You've got the cherries, the flower, and the bird. And then you have the pie crusts in blue. I just think this is so sweet. Okay. This would be a lot of fun to fussy cut. Then we're on into again the hero print, but this time in a peachy pink. It's a peachy pink. Cherries in pink, strawberries. There is the daisies. Again, this time with an orange center with a blue. So a little bit of the reverse of the blue one that we just saw. Here's the micro florals with the absolutely adorable little blue bows. I love that the bows are all blue. Okay, they are consistent. So are the blue birds. Here is the gingham with the tulip toss. Dark blue background on this one I absolutely love. And you've got the little bluebirds. Can we talk for a second though about that little like white outline around that? I think that makes this pop just that much more. I don't know that that's like a thing otherwise, but I absolutely love that on this. It's just precious. And then to top it off, we've got the pie crusts in a red polka dot, which is absolutely adorable, and the cherries are blue. Okay, so that's the fabric collection for bluebirds, bluebells, and buttercups. Bluebells and buttercups. Now, you're probably like, hey, Cheryl, where is this on your website? Because I cannot find it. It's because it literally just came in and I haven't even put these on our website yet. So give us about, 20 minutes after this video ends at 8 p.m. Central, and these will be online for you to purchase. But they are just precious. They've got that 30s look to them. Very shabby chic, very grandma hobby. This is right up that, cottage core avenue. Okay, for those of you that are big into that cottage core right now, yummy, yummy, yummy. This is so cute, so cute. So I am very excited about this collection. We've got it in fat quarters, 5-inch charms, and we have the panel. So you're going to want all of that. But don't forget, it's going to be up after the video's over, because it literally just got here and I'm still working on that part. Okay, so I got to get it into the computer system. Okay, so the other thing that we're showing tonight is these awesome kits by Kiriki Press. Okay, and this one is the Glow Bear. Okay, and what it is a bear. It's a felt doll, and these are from Canada. These are a product that we are bringing in from Canada, and typically, they come in wrapped in this, this situation here where this is like wrapped around the box. So, and this is super clever because I am a sucker for packaging. Okay, I love an adorable project in a really cute package. But what I absolutely love is when the package is also useful and doesn't get thrown away. And that's what this is, because look, all the stitching directions are on the inside of the wrapper that comes on this kit. And I just thought that was really cool. So, okay, so here's the Glow Bear. And I've gotten pretty far on it, I have to admit. I haven't been working on it this week as much, but last week we did the stitching at the movies, where we went to a movie theater here in town, and we all got to sit around and stitch with the lights on. And that was a lot of fun. And that was put on by Paper Pieces. So you all know the Paper Pieces folks. They do English paper piecing, and their headquarters is here in Paducah. And so it was really kind of cool to go and do that with them. Okay, so I've got my project in here, and you're going to be able to see how far I've gotten, which I'm impressed with myself. Okay, so I'm just making sure I got it all out of the bottom of this. Oh, nope, there's one piece sort of floating around. Okay, so put my bag on the floor. All right, we've got. So here's what happens with the box. So it comes in this, and then you get kind of everything is in here, including the stuffing. And can we just talk about how cool this is? Because they have vacuum packed the stuffing so well that, I mean, it's like flat as can be in here, which is really awesome. And look at this nice packaging. Um, so that's where all the pieces came from. Now I've got this much done on the bear. So I'm going to pull him together. Okay. So this is what I did during the movie. And there's my stitching. Okay. I don't claim to be the greatest stitcher in the world, but I do have a good I do pretty well. It's not totally messy, but look at how sweet this is. Okay, so now the what I'm doing is each of these larger circles needs to get a little bit of white added to it, so that the white is essentially just like it's just highlighted, like as if the thing is glowing. It's so pretty. He's such a he's really cute. Okay? And then he holds this jar, and he's got little hands, and they get stitched down like so. Okay? So I am almost finished with the body, and there is a little bit to do in this section here on the jar before I can applicate that down onto the bare body. Now, this is going to become a doll. And when it's finished, okay, here's the back. And he's got a little spot here for a tail, and that tail is also going to be, there will be like a little bit of stuffing in it, and then it gets attached to the back of him. So there's the two sides, and then he will get stuffed with the stuffing that came with the project, and there you go. So this little guy is essentially the project that I'm working on for the store, but I'm also really trying to get it done because I think it's so cute. So what else comes in one of these kits? Well, you have the great instructions on how to do the stitches. You also get the instructions that tell you what threads to use and where to take the stitches and so on. And so there's going to be like his face stitching, the jar stitching, how to, attach all of his bits. Joy is here. Welcome, Joy. How are you doing tonight? And then you have, just some other pieces. All of the thread does come with your project, and it comes already on a card, which is really cool. And so you've got your tail pieces, your hands. These are all the leaves that got attached like all around here, which is really nice. And like here's his little nose. Can we just talk real quick about just how well this little project is basically done? I can appreciate that, Joy. I get it. It's been a challenge to finally sit down. I've been super busy myself. Totally get it. So again, everywhere that there is that you are supposed to take stitches, this felt has been screen printed with the areas on there where you take your stitches. And so, it's really super, super beginner friendly. Okay. I have not felt like I've been doing anything that is, you know, uh, advanced level stuff. One of the things I noticed about the Kiriki projects here is they say, beginner friendly. They say all materials included. The only thing you need to add is scissors. And it's true. They do. They come with all this stuff in it and everything like that. But what I have found is on some of their other products, they all say like beginner friendly. But what they do is they give them kind of levels. Okay. And so one of the things I can say about those levels is that it's beginner friendly, yes. Is it like something you're going to finish in like an hour? No. Because I've been doing this now for probably 7 hours, okay? And I am nowhere ready to be finished, right? So Ashley says it's super cute. It is absolutely super cute. And these Kiriki Press uh products and projects, what we're finding is that they're beginner friendly, but what their levels are saying is that they will just take you longer. Okay. And this particular one does not have a level or anything on it that I can see. But I will tell you, I have been stitching on this for at least 6 hours, and I am not even close to being done. Okay. So, and you have to decide as a stitcher, like how involved do you want your project to be? And I kind of like that this isn't, just like a one and done 1 hour kind of thing. This thing is making so much noise, trying to fall off. And I like that it's not like just over in an hour. Okay. I like that it is taking some time. I'm taking my time with the stitches. I think they're just, you know, it's coming out really, really cute. And I mean, the fact that I can have it look like about as close to, the one on the cover is really awesome. I'm very proud of myself here. Okay. So I have to admit, um, I'm pretty pleased with how the project's coming out. But like I said, um, the value to me is in these amazing laser cut pieces, the screen printing on the felt that you follow along on, and then everything is here, including uh the stuffing, and all you add is scissors. And I feel like, again, um if you're looking to give a gift to someone who, might need a little project to work on, I mean, this is a great value for as many hours of stitching that you're getting out of it. And I think that that's something we don't consider in a lot of these projects, is like, just how long is it gonna take me? And there's a lot of stitching on this thing, which is awesome. And I think he's super adorable. Okay, so this is the Glow Bear kit. This is what I'm currently working on as a sample in my store, and this is how far I've gotten on it. So I think, like I said, I've been doing this for about six-ish hours now, and I feel like it's going very well. So beginner friendly, yes. But it's just it's not like you're done in an hour kind of thing. So and this kit I believe is $36. And like I said, it comes with all this plus the stuffing. And hey, I feel like that's a pretty decent thing. So let's see here, like I said, it's got a lot going on. And then my next portion of this is to continue stitching in the little circles to make them look more like, I guess, fireflies that he has captured inside of the jar. And they're kind of all over him too, which is really sweet. I mean, just look how, I mean, this is really sweet. So like I said, I'm excited. I want to try to get more stitching on this done. I have so many projects going on right now, you guys. Plus one of the things that we haven't talked about lately is that I am in the process of putting my sewing studio together here in the building in Paducah. And if you haven't heard, so basically we moved here 4 years ago, and when we did, I had a sewing room, and it was one of the bedrooms in our home. And I took that bedroom and I completely outfitted it with all of my sewing room stuff. I have a custom table that was made for my machine to sit in, so that the sewing plate is level with the rest of the table. It has all kinds of like leaf extensions, so I can make the table really, really big so that when I'm sewing on it, I can like really spread my quilt out and it's all supported, which is really great. I have done all kinds of stuff. I have custom drawers for all of my fabric. I have all this stuff. Well, since 2022, not 1922. I almost said 1922. It's since 2022. I have had all of the sewing room furniture in storage. Now, I have sewn and I do sew. I have many samples and things like that that I have sewn, but they have been sewn in a corner of our office. And I have like now I'm cooked. I'm over it. I'm done. I said, this is it. We're going, and we're going to finally set up my sewing room, because my sewing room does not need any renovation like the rest of the building. So, several of the rooms on our second floor of this building do not need any renovation to become what they're going to become when we just eventually live here. So, that means I'm like, hey, why am I waiting? I could be in my sewing room today. So that's what we're doing. So my sewing room furniture is coming out of storage, and I am finally setting up my dream sewing room. And I'm excited. You have no idea how excited I am to not be sewing on like this much room. I literally was sewing on like a postage stamp of a desk, and it didn't have any room behind the machine to like do anything. It was not ideal. Okay. Well, that is changing. And hopefully by like in 2 weeks, all of that furniture will be out of storage and in the sewing space. And then it just is me and unpacking boxes, because oh my gosh, my stuff is in a lot of boxes. Yeah, Joy, I know that I have been very cramped where I have been currently sewing. And look, there's a lot of samples in this store that have been sewn in very, very cramped conditions. But it is time for my things to come out of storage and get put where they belong. And I am so excited. So excited. So that has been a part of what I've been doing behind the scenes here while the shop has been extremely busy. And we have loved seeing all of you coming into town to Paducah. You're coming in for the Tula exhibit at the museum. You're coming in for the shop hop. We had a cruise ship today. We have a bus coming tomorrow. We have uh, it has been a incredible summer, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But it is also like all day every day the shop is very busy, and so all the things that I normally get done, like when there's no customers here, I am not getting done. And so I foresee some late nights here at the shop and the office, so that's some fun things that are going on over here. Very excited about this sewing space. Like, I cannot tell you how just I feel like creativity comes from when you're kind of surrounded by your things. And it's one thing to be surrounded by the things in the store, right? Because they're really not mine. They are all of yours, right? It's product for sale. It's not for me to sit there. Now, look, I love to pet stuff, right? I'm like, ooh, that's so pretty, and I want one. Um, but it's really product for the store. It's not doesn't really belong to me. But I want to be surrounded by the things that belong to me. And so basically I've been like, all of that stuff's been in storage, and I have this little bit of stuff here, like some of my collections of things. And if you don't know me, I'm a collector of collections. I am a maximalist at heart. I love to be surrounded by my stuff. And when I was a little girl, I was that person too. I loved to be surrounded by my stuff. My little toys, my strawberry shortcakes or whatever, my rainbow brights, all those things. I wanted to be surrounded by my stuff. And that's what I do here on the set. But like, you guys don't realize, like, the set ends like right here. Okay. And that's it. That's all the collections I have out. Everything else is packed away. And so, for 4 years now, everything being so not where I can use it. Like, there are things, like there are tools that I was like, oh man, I really wish I had that thing. Well, that thing is in a box in a storage unit, and I'll either rebuy it or I will just say, well, I can't do that until I have that thing, or I'll find a different way to do that. Um and that's gotten a little frustrating. It's gotten a little like, it's time for that stuff to come out. And so the really cool thing is, if you've been to our building is 3 floors. The third floor needs all the renovation. The second floor does not need as much or any renovation in the spaces that we are going to be doing my sewing room. There's no renovation needed. I would like to paint. I think that's all I'm going to do, is just paint it. And that's it. And then my sewing room will be done, and I can move in, and I can put my stuff out, and I can start making quilts again. And some of these ideas in my head, they got to come out, right? That's kind of where I'm at with some of it. I would really like some of these ideas to come out. So I think, in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be feeling pretty good about having my stuff around me, finally. But in the meantime, we do have this lovely, adorable panel So make sure you check that one out. It's going to be online about 20 minutes after this video ends, because it just got here. Okay, it's just brand new. Now, the other thing, again, Teresa, oh my gosh, you're here tonight. I'm so excited. Um, Teresa, we just got your coats back in stock. They came today. And those of you that don't know who Teresa is, she is the amazing designer behind the Elemental coat. Can we talk about this Elemental coat for a hot second? Because we are we are cooking on that Elemental coat. Yes, girl, we love you. So here's the cool thing is we have two samples in the store of the Elemental coat, and shoot, we can't keep her pattern in stock. So my friends, if you want to be on the quilt coat train, you need a copy of the Elemental coat. It is the best coat pattern on the market. And it's got the most options and the most ability for customization. That's why I sell it, and that's why it's that good, and that's why I have two samples in the store that can't keep these patterns in stock. They're that good. So, and they're back in stock. Joy says, I enjoyed making her pattern, and I still have to make the one from the fabric I bought at your store. Yes, I know. Teresa, and it's not even fall yet. Not so glad it's doing well for you. Appreciate the support. Absolutely, girl. It is a banger here in the store. It's one of our best sellers, and we love it. We love the Elemental coat. And let me tell you, now is a good time to start thinking about making a coat, because when you don't want to make a coat is when it starts to get cold. Okay, you make the coat when it's hot, and then you have it when it's ready. You just put it on. But the one of the coat options that I made in and is on display in the store, and I got the idea from Teresa, is to make the coat pattern out of a tablecloth, an embroidered tablecloth. So those of you that have been hoarding those vintage linens, and you're like, I have this beautiful tablecloth, but I don't know what I'm going to make out of it yet. Well, you can make an Elemental coat out of it, and you can go and watch over on our Instagram and Facebook. There's a picture of it. It is still, people comment on it all the time in the store, all the time. So they always ask, is that a tablecloth? And I'm like, yes, it is. And it's embroidered, and it was 50 cents at Goodwill. Okay. So, the cool thing about that version of the tablecloth Elemental coat is that's perfect for now. It's perfect for the weather that's coming up. It's perfect for, I go outside and I'm boiling, and I go into a restaurant and it's freezing, and it's light enough that you can put it on. And most of those tablecloths are linen. It is gorgeous, Joy, and you absolutely need to see the one that Teresa made. I'm sure it's somewhere on your Instagram, Teresa, but it's time that we need to. Both of us should repost it. Both of us should get our tablecloth Elemental coats back out. It's perfect weather for it, because it's light enough so that you can wear it when you're in an air conditioned place, and it's just like, something to put on. I will also say that I wore mine to my brother's to my, not my brother's wedding, but my nephew's wedding. And it was like, everybody was like, that's so pretty, and I'm like, I know, I made it. So that's the kind of people will love your yes, girl, I got two and I really love them. It's time. We should get them out. We should put them on our Instagram feed. and sell more coats. But it's a great pattern, you guys. It's back in stock. We've got plenty, so come on in and grab one of those from our website right now. We also are getting all of our sashiko back in stock. That's coming in next week. We've got Prince Charming, Tulip Pink coming in next week. We've got restocks galore. Okay, it's time. If you've been wanting something, we have it now. Okay, we have restocked everything. So come on in, take a look around, look at our website. If you haven't looked in a while, now's a great time. Those of you that love our needles are back in stock. It's a great time to pick them up too. So it's good times all around, you guys. Like, we gotta, so take a look. It's called self-care. Come and take a look around. You guys, that's what I have for you tonight. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope you get some sewing done. Don't forget, we're going to send out an email early next week about our Zoom sew along on Thursday. So stay tuned for that. You guys, it's been a real pleasure hanging out with you tonight. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, and I'll see all of you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.